What's good, everyone? Welcome back for another showcase. This is Jin, and my first question right off the gate is, when's the last time you guys actually seen a showcase on this unit, right? It's been forever, I'm sure, and I was quietly working on the link levels over the course of a couple weeks, and fortunately, the other day, I finally wrapped it up, so I've got the pleasure of showcasing this chat of a unit at level 10 links across the board, and just, before we get into the stats, I pretty much linked the unit up predominantly with the free-to-play intelligence type Vegeta and Krillin unit. They do share a lot of links, so you can pretty much activate 90% of the links just with those two units linked up together, but any floaters that come in will activate, like the experienced fighter link and stuff like that. So let's just dive right in and talk about the link sets and overall stats of the unit. So again, this is the free-to-play Super TEQ Krillin unit. It is available in the Baba shop, so I know some of the units in the Baba shop have received an EZA in the past. This unit did come out on August 10th of 2017, so it's been quite a few years, and hopefully at some point, maybe around some sort of related theme in a celebration, this guy could potentially get an EZA, but I don't know. I don't see it coming up anytime soon, but if it does, I've already got it taken care of, so that's kind of a peace of mind in that way, I guess. But let's just talk about the stats. So leader skill for this unit is TEQ Type Ki +3, HP attack and defense increase to 70%, so not a bad secondary lead for events like Battlefield and stuff like that. Super attack causes supreme damage to enemy. The passive skill is TEQ Type Ki +2, great chance of attack and defense increase of 30%. The great chance, I don't necessarily know what that equates to, but I guess it's a 70% chance, so it's a decent enough. Unfortunately, it's not guaranteed, so maybe with the EZA, it'll be a guaranteed chance of attack and defense increase of 30% instead of a 70% chance. Now, in terms of like the link sets overall, high compatibility at level 10 will give you Ki +2, attack and defense increase of 10%. Courage will be Ki +2, attack increase of 10%. Experienced fighters is attack increase of 15% at level 10. Turtle Skull will be Ki +2, attack and defense increase of 20%. Solid support will be attack increase of 15%, all enemies defense minus 20%. Z fighters is attack increase of 20%, and then Shattering the Limit will be Ki +2, attack and defense increase of 5%. In terms of categories available for this unit, you've got Movie Heroes, Earthlings, Saviors, Battle Wits, Turtle School, and Bond of Friendship. And then the overall stats at Rainbow will be HP at 13,437, attack is 13,091, defense is 10,128, and 12 key multiplier is 135%. So surprisingly, like from a stat standpoint, I've seen far worse, from a free-to-play option. So I think it's a matter of just getting this guy an EZA and making this unit a little bit more prevalent. Just to kind of break down my thoughts overall, whenever I grind links, I don't, I have like these makeshift leaders that aren't necessarily applied across the board for all the units included, on the team. So I don't necessarily get a full view of the unit's progression in terms of like the increases impacting from the link levels until I'm actually done grinding all the link levels to level 10, and then I finally get to test the unit out. So throughout the link leveling phase, I had no idea what Krillin's potential would be with level 10 links across the board, and once I found that out through testing, I will say I was actually a little bit surprised in terms of the attack stats that the unit was able to get to. Now granted, a lot of the rotations might have had double support or an optimal link buddy setting thrown in with a support floater, but either way, I still thought it was impressive that this unit was able to get 1 million in attack stats. Now defensively, this unit did take some heavy hits, even like 50k from a normal attack, so of course that's kind of obvious considering the only passive skill boost this unit gets really is, a Ki +2 for tech types, and then that 70% chance equivalent of attack and defense increase of 30%. So, that doesn't necessarily translate to, some of the other units that have, a base attack and defense increase along with some of the supporting, functions. But with all that being said, I think the unit performed relatively well in terms of like my expectations overall. I would have been happy with, you know, like to be perfectly honest with you, maybe like 500 to 600k, you know. But this unit does possess a lot of attack and defense increasing boosts, you know, percentage boosts from the link sets, and again, it kind of reaffirms the impact of the link level system. I still believe to this day it's one of the greatest things that Dokkan has rolled out. I mean, it's one of the best updates that I've come across over the years I played. So in that regard, you know, link leveling definitely is very, very time consuming, and it's painful process, but I do see a lot of fulfillment and satisfaction out of completing them, because, you know, the units will see a pretty substantial impact from the link levels. You know, going from level 1 to level 10, it does make a pretty big difference overall in performance. So for me, it's gratifying, I guess, to go through the painful process of link leveling, but it's definitely not the most fun things to do in life, I will say that for sure. But I think for me, the biggest pleasure I get out of the link leveling system is, again, the whole revamping of the link level skills themselves. Like a lot of these older units that have some of the more obsolete link levels, like for example this unit, they've benefited substantially with the revamp of, you know, instead of a flat number applied to attack or defense or whatever the case is, it's now a percentage-based increase, so that is going to help out quite a bit compared to, you know, what it was before for some of the older units like TEQ Krillin that you're seeing right now. So in that regard, I think it's one of the best things that they've rolled out in the game. But, you know, it's a painful process. I wish they would optimize it a little bit, make it a little bit easier to go through the process. But overall, I mean, I really don't have that many complaints outside of that. You know, I've always been a fan of rainbowing units that were considered obsolete and obscure. So, you know, tack on the link levels. I mean, yeah, it's an added on task to it, but it does make an impact to some of these older units. And I find a lot of satisfaction on really just the shits and giggles process of showing off some of the older units that nobody really talks about, and, you know, just kind of have fun with it. So I don't know, like, I mean, yes, so regarding this showcase, I did run the Battle Wits / Majin Buu Saga setup. I thought about, you know, going with, you know, movie heroes, Earthlings, maybe even like the Saviors category setup. Now, Bond of Friendship, I could have built some decent teams out of it, but I ended up skipping the TEQ Kefla banner, so, you know, it's a little bit difficult to build a team. I actually thought about using like the Easy AGL Goku as the 130% lead, and then, you know, throw in a couple of other units and then have like the friend lead for the TEQ Kefla. But after thinking through about it for a while, this team actually works pretty well, because ultimately I think the free-to-play intelligence type Vegeta and Krillin are probably one of the best partners for this unit, because again, you can activate pretty much all the link sets across the board outside of one, which is the experienced fighters. So that's kind of the method I went with the showcase itself. So, you know, with all that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed a little bit of a throwback session with this unit, and you know, showcasing this unit at 100% potential with max level links. So, you know, as always, I do appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I do appreciate you guys watching every single one, quote unquote, hopefully. So certainly stay tuned for the next one. I still have more, you know, more of these showcases coming up, so certainly stay tuned for that. Alright, well, this was Jin. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching. I'm out of here.